Good morning. Hello, everybody. Okay, let's go ahead and get this clock wants to run. There we go. Okay. Daily message time, everybody. I hope everybody had a good sleep or wake or, well, that's one and the same. Anyways, or a good day. Let's go ahead and begin in the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. Alright. Okay. Great. So this is from Surah 35, line 25. Alrighty. So we have this here. And if they reject thee, so did their predecessors, to whom came their messengers with clear signs, books of dark prophecies, and the Book of Enlightenment. Okay. It's a good one. And if thee reject thee, so did their predecessors. If I can figure out how to spell that word, that would be great. Predecessors. To whom came their messengers with clear signs, books of dark prophecies, and the Book of Enlightenment. Okay, alright. So immediately, what I am discovering here, I guess, right, if they reject thee, so did their predecessors. So to not take things too personally. When you're studying your faith, when you start investing yourself into your faith, right, it might be a little bit of a lonely journey. You might feel awkward or weird or strange or mentally ill, right? But no, you're going to feel this rejection, but it's going to come or is coming from the same people that rejected you before, if I'm saying that correctly. But it goes to say that, you know, the people that are going to be skeptics or the people that aren't going to have firm belief, they're also the ones from the past that didn't have firm belief, or their ancestors or something of that nature, right? So not to take things too personally. There will always be the ones who try to bring enlightenment, and then there will always be the ones trying to shut that down. That's just how the way of the world is. That's just the balance of it, right? Of course, in a perfect world, in a kingdom-like world, everybody's on the same page, and I do believe we are getting to that point sooner rather than later. So again, it's not to take certain things personally. If you get discouraged, or if somebody says something and you think it's about you or what have you, don't get discouraged, right? Keep pushing and keep telling the clear signs, right? There are messengers before who were also rejected with the clear signs, with books of dark prophecies and the Book of Enlightenment. So this goes to talk about, if we're talking about way, 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 way back, before the Qur'an was written, before the Bible was written, there were books, right? There were many, many signs and books and messages from beyond, right? We had books of dark prophecies, kind of reminds me of something like the Egyptian Book of the Dead, or the Book of Enlightenment, could remind me of like the Bhagavad Gita. I'm not exactly sure when that is dated, if I'm being quite honest, but hopefully we'll get into that soon. But anyways, there's been books, right? There's what called, I know there's so many people on here that I talk about, but the Emerald Tablets or something like that. But think about the time of Egypt and the time way before. And those people who are rejecting the faith now, right, the things that are written more recently, they'll actually be the ones denying these ancient books and these ancient texts as well. And then you look at now, in present day, they are the ones ignoring these and now bringing up these ancient books and these ancient texts and saying, well, oh, these were written first, and let's look at these more and investigate and, you know, find out all the truth and who has been lying to us. And they bring this energy like currently, presently, they're being lied to. But that's not the case, right? It's funny. It's funny. I run into a lot of the situation where basically what I just said, those who reject this now, or those who reject the Bible, right? Coverless, they are the same ones who rejected the books of the old, and now they're using the books of the old to go ahead and combat these present books. So it's very interesting, but as you can say, they're just kind of lagging so far behind, but eventually they're keeping up, they're catching up just a little bit, they're taking it piece by piece and accepting what they can accept. And, you know, they're going slowly but surely through everything. So like I said, eventually that kingdom will come, and eventually we will all be on the same page. It's not to say that, you know, we're the most advanced, you know, we have the newest texts, but, you know, you got to keep with the times, right? You got to keep with the times, and you got to really learn about what these present times have to teach us and to say. That's pretty much it. I have the little kittens running in and out, doing their morning walks. Let's go ahead and get into part 8 of 1 Samuel. It's going to be very short, good thing, because I only have a few minutes today, but let's go ahead and get into it nonetheless. I'll catch you back in a second. Title. I'm always trying to end it so short. Let's see.